Hey guys, HDvee here. Now, we all love Pokemon, but some of these creatures make it pretty difficult for you to do so. Whether that be because of their design, what they do, or just how bad they are in general, they aren't the most loved Pokemon out there. With that being said, today's video takes a look at the top 10 most hated Pokemon. Don't hesitate to drop a comment down below about the video and if you found it interesting or not. Don't forget to leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and follow my Twitter to hear updates about the channel. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. Starting things off and claiming the number 10 spot in today's video is Smoochum. Ain't no love for Smoochum, the baby evolution of the controversial Pokemon Jinx. Why? Because there are a lot of things wrong with Smoochum, even aside from his name. First of all, human looking Pokemon are creepy as hell. Second, it wants to kiss us, but it's a baby, so that's also disgusting. But worst of all, you know that at level 30, Smoochum is going to evolve into the Ganguro Trainwreck Jinx, one of the ugliest Pokemon ever concocted. No thank you. Claiming the number 9 spot in today's video is Basculin. Basculin is Gen 5's go-to fish Pokemon. Not that there's anything wrong with that. He's got some decent stats for a Pokemon you can catch around level 15 and learn some okay moves. And hey, he even looks kinda cool. My only problem with Basculin is the fact that Game Freak tried way too hard with him. Having 2 unnecessary forms and being literally everywhere with water makes him a nuisance at best. To make matters worse, he'll appear in areas with level 40 plus Pokemon while still only being below level 20 himself. Annoying? You betcha. Coming in at the number 8 spot is Garbador. Listen, I don't need a bag of trash to fight my battles for me. First of all, its name is a combination of garbage and odor, 2 qualities I try to avoid in a companion. Secondly, I think poison is a secondary type at best. Thirdly, Garbador is gross. Really gross. It looks like a tumour full of fruity pebbles. If that image doesn't corrupt you, then you are a champion, my friend, deserving of my respect. Its stats are nothing special. There are no redeeming qualities about Garbador, except maybe how pitiable it is. I'm sorry Garbador, now back under the staircase where you belong. Coming in at the number 7 spot is Abra. Abra has a lot going for it. It evolves into 2 incredibly powerful psychic type Pokemon. It's a cat, right? And my first playthrough of Pokemon Blue, I wanted an Abra more than anything. The problem is that Abra is hard to catch and hard to train. I remember walking around the route above Cerulean searching high and low for an Abra, finally finding one and the crushing disappointment of Abra teleporting on me. Was it me, Abra? Is it because I'm not cool enough? Because I'm not pretty enough? I wanted Abra, and I wanted Abra to love me, and bam, rejection. No. So much in fact, I'm teleporting out of here right now. Goodbye forever. In my book, that's sadism. It's a cruel trick to play on psychic cat-loving children. Damn you, Abra. I told myself I wouldn't cry over you any longer. Coming in at the number 6 spot in today's top 5 video is Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is basically just a human playing a clown in the circus. Pokemon are supposed to relate to real life animals besides from humans. Also, the gender ratio of Mr. Mime, emphasis on Mr, is 50% male, 50% female. This means that half of these Misters are females. Coming in at the halfway point in today's video is Unknown. Unknown is the symbol Pokemon that first appeared in Generation 2. Honestly, I think this Pokemon is merely a gimmick. There are 28 different Unknown forms, 1 for each letter of the alphabet and 2 for punctuation. I think they were created just so you can capture more of the same Pokemon for a complete set. Generation 2 also had about 50 fewer Pokemon compared to Generation 1, so maybe they tried to boost up the total count. All Unknown can only use a single move, Hidden Power. This attack changes types depending on the Pokemon's individual values. Back in the day, the power of the attack also changed with the type. It has terrible HP, defense, special defense and speed, and its attack and special attack are below average. Claiming the number 4 spot is Luvdisc. For a Pokemon meant to be the Pokemon that symbolizes love, this Pokemon receives no love from me, whatsoever. I have a theory it was meant to be some kind of Pokemon that everyone would love and want to have, but come on, check out its Pokedex entries. Apparently, if you love someone, you give them a Luvdisc. If I received a Luvdisc as a token of love, what is a token of hate? Aside from the fact it's a weak Pokemon with a pretty bad move pool, it's just so desperate for love. It's shaped like a heart. Could you be more desperate? I think not. It's weak and it needs an evolution to even make it worth considering on my team. Coming in at the number 3 spot is Alomamola. Speaking of Luvdisc needing an evolution, Black and White had the perfect chance to do just that. When they released a photograph about this fish, everyone was certain that this was Luvdisc's new evolution. Just look at the similarities, both a pink fish with a heart-shaped body, but no, instead they managed to screw it up and come up with the hot mess you see above. Aside from the Pokemon having one of the most complicated names to remember, Alomamola has never been in my mind for anything positive at all. In fact, never have I seen any competitive battler use this fish, so unfortunately for Alomamola, she just didn't escape my most hated list. Coming in at the number 2 spot is Farfetchd. We have 4 Pokemon left in Generation 1 that don't have evolutions, aren't legendaries, and don't have megas. We've got Lapras, an awesome tank, we have Tauros, who is okay, we have Ditto, who is awesome in all forms of context, and then you have this pointless bird thing. I mean, would it have hurt to give this thing an evolution? If you gave one to a Pokemon like Aipom and Yanma in later generations, you should have done it with this pointless bird Pokemon here. Finishing things off though, and claiming the number 1 spot in today's top 10 video is Zubat. Every trainer dreads caves. They usually require HMs, there's a dozen challenges but no Pokemon Center, it's easy to get lost, but worst of all is you can't go 4 damn steps without damn stopping for a damn Zubat. Zubats let out an awful screech every time you encounter them and are terrible to train against. There is really no benefit to fighting them, so you take the logical route and run. I've probably gone through each cave in each game, once when I had to and once after I had all the HMs to make sure I didn't miss anything. There aren't enough words in the English language to describe my distaste for caves, nor taking one step in and getting immediately jumped on by a pack of Zubats. The only time in the game repels become a necessity. But with that wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you did enjoy the video though, please leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the video, I would also love to hear your guys' opinions too on this subject, so be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I have a couple top 5s coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you have the time. And also subscribe if you like my content. That's everything from me though, so thanks for watching guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.